The Sukhoi Su-25, NATO codename Frogfoot, has been used by the Soviet Russian Air Force and the air forces of several other countries since the early 1980s for close support airstrikes, primarily Soviet allied countries or ex-Soviet states. The type has performed admirably across a wide range of combat drills over the course of her extensive operational career. The Su-25 is fundamentally similar in terms of design to the American Air Force's equally famous Fairchild Republic A-10 Thunderbolt II ground attack platform. The Su-25 has been consistently and sufficiently upgraded for the rigors and hazards of the contemporary warfare, despite its decades-old origins, and is still in use today. So what makes this aircraft dubbed as the Russian flying tank? Let's find out. Hey guys, welcome to our channel, Future Warplanes, where we tell you about military fighter jets, military drones, military planes from the currently famous in the air to the most advanced around the world, and in addition for latest episodes, we will be covering all military defense news. So stay with us till the end of this video so you don't miss out on any of this information. But before we proceed, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our amazing videos in the future. The Moscow-based Sukhoi Design Bureau Joint Stock Company and the Novosibirsk Aircraft Production Association in Novosibirsk, Russia, jointly produced the Su-25 single-seat, close-support aircraft, also known as the Frogfoot in NATO reporting. The Su-25 is meant to defeat tiny moving and stationary ground targets, as well as to engage low-speed air targets at the leading edge and in the closest tactical and operational depth. A weapons training aircraft made in Ulan-Ude is the Su-35UB, Frogfoot B, which has 2 seats. The Su-25 UTG is a 2-seat aircraft carrier version that has an arrestor hook attached to the underside of the tail. On the Admiral Kuznetsov, a 50,000-ton aircraft carrier in the Russian Navy, the Su-25 UTG is stationed. The Su-28 is a Russian Air Force training aircraft that was created by downgrading the Su-25 UB combat trainer's capabilities. The modifications included the removal of some weaponry and the decrease of equipment. In June 1989, the aircraft was put through its paces on a test flight. The Russian Air Force, Russian Naval Aviation, Afghanistan, Angola, Azerbaijan, Belarus, Bulgaria, the Czech Republic, Georgia, Iran, Iraq, Kazakhstan, Macedonia, North Korea, Peru, the Slovak Republic, Turkmenistan, and the Ukraine all use variants of the Su-25. Su-25K is the name given to the aircraft's export version. Su-25T is an all-weather variant that can operate at night and has improved range, endurance, and survivability. To put it simply, it is a specialist variation made to demolish tanks. It is based on the airframe of the 2-seat trainer version of the Su-25 UB, but without the humped rear cockpit. To make room for more avionics, the second seat was eliminated. In the 1980s, this warplane was designed. In 1990-91, Tbilisi, Georgia, produced a first batch of 20 Su-25T aircraft. After then, Ulan-Ude, Russia, received the production. 1995 saw the maiden flight of the Su-25T made in Russia. A better Su-25T is the Su-25TM, which has more advanced weaponry. 20 Su-25T aircraft constructed in Georgia have been converted to Su-25TM aircraft at Ulan-Ude. Unusual for a fighter jet, the Su-25TM transports its Kopyo-25 radar externally in a pod under the fuselage. Because the unit cost was so exorbitant, this aircraft only saw limited use. 1993 saw the start of mass production of the Su-25TM at the Russian Ulan-Ude aircraft plant. 1995 saw the first flight of the prototype. The Su-39 was formally recognized as the successor to the Su-25TM in the same year. The Su-25SM, an improved model for the Russian Air Force, went into service in January 2007. A new navigation computer, the Pastel Countermeasure Suite, the Suo-39 fire control system, and the Phasotron Kopyo-25M radar are also part of the update. A collision that happened on August 6, 2010, prompted the Russian Air Force to temporarily stop its Su-25 aircraft in August 2010. Siberia's Steppe Airport is 60 kilometers to the northwest of the disaster site, which happened when the aircraft was on a training flight. The United Aircraft Building Corporation and the Russian Defense Ministry's instructions will allow the Ulan-Ude Aviation Plant to resume Su-25 production, which was halted in November 2010. The Su-28 aircraft can be used to train cadets to become licensed pilots. High maneuverability and consistency in piloting style are some of its advantages. Up to 20 takeoffs and landings can be performed by the trainer aircraft in a single departure, and it is capable of single-engine takeoff, flight, and landing. Diesel fuel can be used to power it, and it offers excellent reliability and low maintenance expenses. The Czechoslovakian Air Force received the Su-25K, the export version of the Su-25, for the first time in 1984. In 1987, the Soviet Union sent 14 Su-25s to North Korea, and in 1988 they sent another 26. The first 5 Su-25M aircraft were delivered to Iraq by Russia in June 2014, and 3 more Su-25Ms arrived in 2016. The upgrade of 14 Su-25K and Su-25UBK aircraft was the subject of a contract between the Bulgarian Air Force and Belarus's JSC 558th Aircraft Repair Plant, 558 ARZ, in November 2018. Later, the contract was altered to just call for 8 aircraft. In February 2021, the 8th and last modified aircraft were delivered to the Bulgarian Air Force. The Scorpion was created by Tbilisi Aerospace Manufacturing in Georgia and Elbit in Israel as an improved Su-25K. In addition to a new glass cockpit with 2 multicolor LCD displays and a head-up display, Scorpion includes a new advanced avionics system with a weapon delivery and navigation system for both NATO and Eastern European weapons and pods. Su-25 cockpit, the pilot is protected by a glass windscreen armor block and a 24mm titanium alloy cockpit that has been entirely welded. There is only one K-36L Zvezda ejection seat in it. The 10 pylons on the wings are used to transport the various air-to-air and air-to-ground armament systems that have been chosen for the mission. The KH-23, NATO codename AS-7 Carry, KH-25ML, AS-10 Karen, and KH-29L are air-to-ground missiles, AS-14 Kedge. The R-3S AA-2D Atoll and R-60 air-to-air missiles are carried on the smaller outboard pylons, AA-8 Aphid. The aircraft can be equipped with S-24 240mm guided rockets, S-25 330mm guided rockets, B-8 M1 pods for 80mm S-8 rockets, and UB-32A pods for 57mm S-5 rockets. Cluster bombs, incendiary bombs, and laser-guided bombs weighing 350 kilograms to 670 kilograms can all be carried by the Su-25. The 30mm AO-17A twin-barrel cannon of the aircraft is mounted on the port side of the underside of the fuselage. The weapon can fire at a burst rate of 3,000 rounds per minute and has a capacity of 250 cartridges. The underwing pylons can also accommodate SPPU-22 gun pod installations. The GSH-23 23mm twin-barrel guns, each with 260 rounds of ammo, are mounted on the pods. An integrated navigation and aiming system is placed on the aircraft, and it includes an AKS-750S camera mounted in the nose and an ASP-17 BTS 8-gun bomb sight. Additionally, a Kylon PS laser rangefinder and target designator produced by the Urals Optical and Mechanical Plant, YOM-3, are housed in the nose. An SPO-15 Sirena 3 radar warning receiver and a Gardenia radar jammer are both parts of the electronic warfare suite. Chaff and flares can be released by the ASO-2V decoy dispenser to thwart radar and infrared guided missiles. The RSBN Tactical Air Navigation System, an MRP-56P marker beacon receiving units, an RV-1S radio altimeter, as well as numerous air data and acceleration indicators, are all included in the aircraft's equipment list. A VHF-UHF transceiver, an air-to-ground ratio, an SRO-2 identification friend or foe transponder, and an SO-69 air traffic control transponder are all included in the communication systems. Two 44.18 kN Soyuz Gavrilov R-195's turbojet engines provide power to the Su-25 aircraft, of the Russian Air Force. The temperature of the exhaust gases is lowered, and the aircraft's infrared signature is minimized by the introduction of cooling air at the tail cone's end. A total of 3,600 liters of gasoline can be stored in the aircraft's self-sealing, foam-filled fuel tanks. 4 PTB 1500 external fuel tanks are available, and they can be mounted on the underwing pylons to increase the aircraft's range. The Su-25 had a maximum ascent speed of 58 meters per second. The plane can travel at a top speed of 950 kilometers per hour. The aircraft has a fighting radius of 375 kilometers and a ferry range of 7,500 kilometers, respectively. The Su-25's service ceiling is 7,000 meters, and its typical range is 750 kilometers. The Su-25 has a 750-meter takeoff roll and a 600-meter landing roll, respectively. The maximum takeoff weight of the aircraft, which weighs about 10,740 kilograms, is 17,600 kilograms. And that ends today's episode. We sincerely hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please click on the like button and share it with your family and friends. If you have any questions or comments, please share them with us in the comments space below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see even more of our incredible videos. You can also check out our other videos that have been specially selected for you. We'll catch up in the next video.